Doja Cat called a fan musty and claimed that she was uncomfortable during their encounter, even though it was all recorded and she didn't seem all that bothered. But hey, let's get into it. If you want access to these videos early, click the join button down below. I will admit, my first time seeing this clip, I was confused to say the least.
I'm about to give my shirt to Doja Cat because she's the iconic girl.
Period!
No, bitch, you deserve it. Literally, and if you ever want anything more, I got you, always. This is the girl right here. I love this out. Thank you so much.
Happy Pride Month.
Pablo. Nice to meet you.
Wait, what's your real name? Or is it Doja? What's your real name?
Ami.
Ami, so nice to meet you, girl.
Nice
You're
to meet
beautiful.
you.
I hope you have the best night. You're literally everything in life.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah.
Period!
My girl, Ami. Love you, dog. Don't say thank you.
Now, if you're like me, you probably saw that and thought, wow, she is getting manhandled. I'm surprised she's letting him get away with this, because this motherfucker was getting touchy. All right, if that was me, I would have been like, yo, back the fuck up. Don't touch me, gangsta. I know you're trying to show me love, but if you don't get your drunken self back up off me, I'm gonna have to hit you. I don't want to hit you. I'm very strong. Keep those dirty mitts to your drunken self, all right? And I think it is obvious. He is like drunk, I think. If not, he's a little too aggressive. He's like holding her and pulling her in and like pointing at her face, all up in her grill, like, brother, back up. Back up. Your breath stinks. Your breath is stale. I don't like it. Like, brother, you don't hold strangers tight like that. She doesn't know you, all right? I don't even hold my boys like that. Look. He like yanks her. He's like kissing her cheek, and I don't know. This is a lot. Touching the top of her arms and shit. I don't know if you've ever been touched on the top of your arms. It's not a comfy feeling, all right? Oh, the only people that should touch me like that is the Lord. The way he's holding the top of her arms are fucking crazy. This is a bad screen grab. It looks like he just wants to like eat her or something, like, I'm gonna eat the fuck out of you. Just overall, the guy's too close, all right? Too close for comfort here. Now, when this clip started making the rounds on Twitter, and the first time I saw it, I'm like, wow, Doja is pretty cool, all right? She is super cool and super hype, because if this was anyone else, they would tell this guy to fuck off. At first glance, I didn't think she was uncomfortable at all. But now that we know she was uncomfortable, and I'm gonna show you that tweet in a little bit, let's kind of zoom in on her, and here's some points of interest. Now, take a look at her here. Notice that she's kind of like crossing her arms together. Her guard is kind of up. I'm no fucking psychiatrist. I'm no psychologist, all right? Let's make that very clear. But when someone does this, it's kind of like a guard, like some sort of defense, like psychologically. Again, I'm not this guy, but I remember, like, you ever watch those fucking Charisma on Command videos? I used to binge watch those shits, and I know, like, that's a bad sign. Hands in your pockets are a bad sign. Whatever, doesn't matter. All I can say is she's not 100% with what's going on, because keep in mind, if some guy's fucking taking off his shirt and giving it to you, how do you react? If this weird shit goes on with the camera on, imagine the weird shit that people have to go through, celebrities have to go through with the camera off. She has no idea what to do. Right here, she gets handed the shirt and she's like, baby, like, what the fuck? She doesn't know what to do. What would you do? He goes in for this like balls deep hug, just holding her so fucking tight, again, grabbing the top of her arms. But then what leads me to believe she's cool with it was this part, when he goes in for the hug and she like, look, she tosses her leg up on him like she's so having like a great time. She goes in for that kiss at the end, and even as they're leaving, I'll replay it with audio. She like blows him a kiss and shit, right?
Don't say thank you.
So in my mind, after watching this, I'm like, yeah, this is all good. She absolutely loved this interaction. Until this tweet we get a few days later. She tweets, I threw that musty ass shirt away, by the way. But in the video we just saw, she did say he smells good, so I don't know. But then we get this tweet and she goes into how she was uncomfortable during the whole thing. Bottom line is, I'll smile at you, but it doesn't mean I fuck with you, and don't touch me and manhandle me when you don't even fucking know me. If you know, you know. I honestly think I need to stand up for myself in these moments sometimes, and he didn't even know my fucking name to be touching me and kissing on my face like that. It's crazy. Now, reading this tweet, the entire energy has shifted, because she literally went from jumping around with him with joy, right, to just like saying how she should have stood up for herself. Now, keep in mind, sometimes when weird shit like this goes down, you do need a moment, maybe a few days, to actually process what just happened. And sometimes you just want to play things cool, even if you're like not comfortable. Like, Imagine being in her shoes, right? She sees this interaction is going down. There's no malicious intent. You just want to give this fan a good experience, so you just go along with it at the expense of you being comfortable, right? Like, it's kind of a shitty feeling. However, okay, you need to start doing movies, girl. You got to get the fuck out. Wrong industry. Your acting was great. Now, these two tweets, they did get deleted, and the fan, what an emotional wreck this guy was.
Hi guys, I was just at a party and I got informed that Doja said some shit about me on Twitter. I just want to clear this up because it hurts, because I loved her. I watched her at Coachella. I've never claimed to be the biggest fan, but I really stand her and I think what her work is amazing. I just think it's crazy because she's the one at this event that was being so nice, and she said, she pointed out my shirt, and I said, and I like that. And then when I went outside and she was outside, I was like, girl, you'd be the perfect girl for my Pride collection. And she said, what do you mean, what Pride collection? I said, oh, I released this t-shirt, blah, blah, blah. I'd love to give you one. She said, I'd want one right now. And I said, oh, I could give this one to you. She said, no way, you're not going to give this to me. And that's when the video started, and she was being so sweet and amazing, and I thought that's what it was. And now, guys.
Now, the guy's talking at like 400 miles per hour. Brother, you gotta relax. We're not going anywhere, all right? We're all invested into this drama. You could settle down a bit. But here we do get some context. He gives us the reason why he took it off and handed it to her, and it's because that's his shirt. He makes those shirts, and she complimented it. So he's like, all right, well, here, take it, all right? It's yours. I have a bunch of these.
And now, guys, she's on Twitter saying she threw that musty shirt away. She's saying that I didn't know her name, that I manhandled her, all this stuff. I understand, guys. If I was being like too nice or whatever, I will take full accountability.
Yes, brother, that's what it was. You were being way too nice. That's why she's upset, because you were too nice. What? Don't ever be this nice again, you nice, happy fucking freak. I will take accountability for being too nice. That's the issue here, brother. It's not about you being nice. It's about you not understanding that like boundaries are a thing. Don't twist the issue around as if that's the fucking problem, that you're too nice.
I'm gay. I would never want to make her feel uncomfortable. She's so iconic.
Mans is talking as if the viewer has a gun to his head, and he's like pleading like, guys, don't shoot me, please. I'm gay. I can't make people uncomfortable because I'm gay. Guys, listen, I didn't mean for any of this to happen. I just think she's an icon and I love her.
I have only been saying the nicest things about her. She's the sweetest celebrity. She made me feel so seen. She said, Ami, I thought she was nice. I mean, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this is for publicity or for whatever, guys, but I would have never wanted to make her uncomfortable. I would have never even filmed if she didn't say yes, guys. That video that we filmed was after everything, and I don't want to be that guy that comes on emotional or whatever, but I feel like I'm always the butt of the joke. Like, why am I the punching bag, bro? Like, literally, like, nothing happened other than her liking my shirt. I offered it to give it to her. She doesn't have to keep it. She doesn't have to do whatever. But she was obviously down, like, and I understand she has to set her boundaries. She's a celebrity. I'm not. I will never understand that. So I value that and I appreciate it and I get that. But for me, guys, I'm a normal ass person that's at a bar, meets Doja Cat. I just released my clothing drop for Pride, and I just offered to give her one, and she said, oh, I want one right now. So I had the size. I was like, here, take it. I apologize if I did anything wrong at all. But guys, I'm a human being too. And honestly, this just shows me, I guess, that maybe not everybody's who they show in person. I would have never said anything other than she's the sweetest girl ever. But I guess she went on a whole tweet rant about me. I never claimed to have it all laid out, to know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just at a bar, released a clothing drop. Doja was being very sweet to me. And also, guys, I know I didn't know her first name. I'm so sorry. I never claimed to be the biggest fan ever. I just respect her a lot for her work. I've listened to her music so many times. I met her 4.5 years ago at the VMAs, and I was like gagged.
He's definitely leaning into the whole victim thing, which is kind of leaving a bad taste in my mouth. What's that? It tastes like bad sushi and cheese, like foreskin cheese. Why am I the punching bag? I've always been nice. It has to be for publicity. I don't think Pablo sees what the issue here is. All right, he's saying I was just being nice. Nothing happened. But the whole thing is you were just overstepping. All right, it's not even that fucking deep. You were in her face and she didn't like it. That's it. Now keep in mind, I'm not on Doja Cat's side either. All right, I don't think she's 100% in the clear. You know me. I'm a professional fence sitter, all right? I be fence sitting. I don't give a fuck. I'm good at it. I do feel like those tweets were unnecessary, and if she did feel like they were, she could have definitely worded it in a different way. Even if she wanted to use this experience as an example for future fan interactions, it's fine. You can do that. But here's my message. If you want to hire me as PR, I'm open, all right? You could have said something along the lines of like, hey, I see this video going around, but I just want you guys to know I wasn't 100% comfortable, all right? I know it seems like I was all jumpy and smiley, no hate on the guy, but he was overstepping. I understand he was excited to meet me, he was excited to see me, but if you catch me in the streets or at a bar or whatever, please don't overstep. Don't be this guy. I think that would have been fine. It would have been dandy. I don't think it would have got this messy because now we got Pablo over here just schizo ranting, trying to defend himself. I'm sure he's getting waves of hate, which is causing him to be in like this panic emotional state. And I think he should have took a step back before saying anything, because we all know people tend to slip up if they're emotional and just yapping. But the drama does continue because Pablo's best friend, Blue Shirt Man here, we don't really have to watch the video. He kind of says what I said. I saw this and I'm like, oh man, people are going to think I just stole the words out of his mouth about the whole like, you smell good, and the leg over him when she goes for the hug. He mentions that, but he also mentions that she was denying pictures of people in the club. His argument is, hey, if you were being rude, and apparently she was like being rude and like denying photos and videos throughout the night for people in and out of the club, why didn't you just deny Pablo? Now, keep in mind that this is just a he said, she said thing. All right, I wasn't there. You weren't there. Most likely, I don't know you. Maybe you were there. Maybe you're Pablo's fucking best friend and not this guy. I don't know. But it's up to you if you want to believe what he says or not. But anyway, he's saying that why didn't she deny Pablo like she did everyone else? I think it's because Pablo stated that the video basically happened mid-conversation because he gave us context of what was said before it started recording. So it's like, okay, well, without consent, probably, here's the camera. The camera is on. And now that the camera is on, Doja has to be in like influencer mode. If someone has the camera and he's like, hey, yeah, look, here, I'm recording you. She can't be like, yo, get that shit out of my face. Because then that's going to make the rounds on Twitter and it's going to make her look probably worse than what the fuck is happening now. She kind of has to sit there and take whatever's happening, because if you're just recording a celebrity, chances are they don't want to look crazy for the media, so they just kind of take it, unless you're like Tyler, the Creator, and being a dick to your fans is a part of your brand. Maybe you could go that route, but whatever. But anyway, Pablo then uploads this. It's a video of him dancing on TikTok saying, lol, if I'm musty, why'd you say I smell good? And then he uploads two things on his story. I don't know if this is Instagram, TikTok, doesn't really matter. But this is when we kind of see that the guy's like milking shit. First picture here is, so I threw that musty shirt away, and I guess he's like flexing his Doja Cat merch he got from 2023. I'm not 100% sure what this means. Maybe he's saying like, hey, look, I'm a fan of you. I'm not anymore. I think I'm going to throw this shirt away. But then he follows up with this story, and it's kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. It's a t-shirt, or sorry, a tank top, and it says musty ass shirt on it. $28, and this is when things start like getting kind of delusional. All right, she wants to promote her album. I'll promote my clothes. Now we can see he's going to milk this into oblivion. Whatever, I don't really care. All right, if that's who you want to be, if you want to be known as the guy that milked that one situation, go for it, dude. Chase the bag. I don't give a fuck. But brother, you're delusional. Like, yeah, Doja Cat is promoting her album by just tweeting over an experience she had in this fan interaction that she then deletes. Oh yeah, big promo here, huge promo. I hate to burst your bubble, dude, but you're not that important. Like, I don't know who you are. I don't know if you have a big following on socials. I don't know. I don't really care either, and I'm sure the person watching this doesn't care either. It's just like, dude, you're not that important to her, to me, to every other viewer, to TikTok, whatever, to be used as this prop, to be used as a chess piece in order for Doja Cat to promote her album. All right, we seen a few weeks ago, I spoke about Attack, metalcore band. All right, their big publicity stunt was faking a video of one of the members crashing out on the rest of the band, and he said this new album is going to go from metalcore to country. Those are like big brain publicity stunt moves. All right, a fucking tweet, that's little fish brain move. All right, people in the industry, they don't do these little fish brain moves anymore. But like I said, I don't think Doja is 100% in the clear either. She did have some unnecessary tweets, but what do you think? Whose side are you on? Are you on Pablo's side, Doja's side, or are you a fence sitter like Big V? Like, sub, join the Discord, and click right here, because last time we spoke about Trace Cyrus crashing out on women. Them damn women.